Seth, good to see you, man. Welcome to Popternative.
You too. Thank you. Thank you
I'm
for having
excited to
me.
chat with you about You Gotta Believe, with Luke Wilson, Greg Kinnear, baseball movie. Interesting because
Yeah.
I feel like in a lot of ways, like you read the script, there's a lot of heart in this film. There's a lot going on with this team.
Mm,
It's like it is a sports movie and it's not a sports movie at the same
Yeah.
time. Do you think about that at all?
Yeah, I have. It's like a sports movie, but there's a lot more, family and I guess drama involved and yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I want to know kind of what the audition process is like. Like, do you know, like, how much do you know when you audition? Because it depends on the project. Sometimes they tell you a lot, sometimes they don't tell you anything. So, what do you know about this one?
Yeah, so like going into it, I just sort of knew that it was obviously a baseball movie. Um, I was playing an awesome character and sort of just I did a self-tape and I had just one callback, went in, met Ty Roberts, the director, and everyone, and did that, and then I booked it.
Did you
So
play baseball before this film?
yeah, I
Was
have
that like
actually.
part of the process? Like they wanted baseball players?
I think so. I mean, I think they said in the audition process that like it is better if you know how to play baseball. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Did
yeah,
have
absolutely.
that.
It was like a
Yeah.
must be. It would be nice to have type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. So when you book it and you go, is there a specific kind of baseball training happening on set?
Yeah, so we had a week, I think it was like a week, roughly a week before we started filming. They brought in an ex MLB player who played for the Toronto Blue Jays. His name's Ryan Roberts.
Yep.
And yeah, he coached me and the rest of the boys. Uh, a couple of us, and including me, we already knew how to play baseball, but there was still stuff that we had to work on and touch up on. And yeah, there was a whole sort of training process to make sure it was safe while
And like I
filming.
said, there's so much that goes to camera, right?
Mhm.
There's so much that happens before you go to camera on something
Yeah,
like You Gotta Believe, right? So, like
yeah,
from an acting storyteller perspective, you can see it as two journeys, right? Before filming the movie and then after filming the movie,
yeah.
or do you see it as one big journey with multiple steps? I'm just curious about that.
Uh, I think I see it as like one big journey with multiple steps. Yeah,
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 because it's like, but there's like 85 steps. There's a lot of steps.
yeah. It made a good summer though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Um, maybe you didn't have that many kind of scenes with them, but like, in this film, you have, Luke Wilson, Greg Kinnear, just like amazing body of work for both of them. You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean? What was that like just working with the whole cast for this one specifically?
It was awesome. I mean, like working with like Luke and Greg, it's definitely a new experience. Like I've never worked with, actors with sort of that big of a name for themselves. I mean, I've worked with Millie Davis before.
Yeah.
I think you know that. But yeah, it's really awesome. You learn a lot from them too on like, acting and whatnot. And I had a one-on-one scene with Greg at one point and that was like lots of fun. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely a pleasure.
How separate are past projects compared to kind of new projects for you? Like, because you've worked on a lot of projects that are like different characters, different genres, but like, do you ever bring things, mindset, preparation, like for something like you did in the past to something like You Gotta Believe, or are they completely separate once you wrap them?
Uh, I mean, I sort of just, bring in the mentality of just going there and having fun and meeting new people. I mean, like honestly, it's every experience I've had, it varies, but it's mostly the same. Like you have fun and you meet new people and you develop new connections. So,
How in advance did you get the full script for this film? Because I know they give you some stuff for the auditions, but like, did you get
uh,
it a good amount before going to camera?
yeah, we did like when we were doing the baseball training, we also did do like script reads and stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, there were a fair bit of like advanced, scripts. But then we still got more, along the way of filming and
So
whatnot.
what was that script to screen journey like for you specifically, Seth? Like what was that like kind of reading it, seeing it, okay, we're gonna play baseball, this is gonna happen, and then actually
Yeah.
going and filming it, what was that whole experience like for you?
Uh, I mean, it was good. I just, I'd get the script and I just, do, step by step, sort of read it, memorize it, understand what's going on in each scene for my character, and yeah, just like any other show I've ever done, sort of thing.
How did your character read compared to actually going and filming it? Like did it feel like like when you read this character and then you go film it, did it feel like that it kind of changed a little bit once you went to camera or
So Chris, yeah, like not really. I mean, they gave a pretty good character description. Like he is, he grew up, poor
Yeah.
and he's a good baseball player. He's more mature for his age, and you sort of just pick that up when reading the script, and you can just translate it to camera. I had to, work on a Texan accent for him as well, and yeah, yeah.
You work on a film like this with, there's a lot happening, like you said, right? There's a big crew for this. There's the baseball
Yep.
scenes. Former Blue Jay was training, like helping you guys train.
Yep.
Do you get kind of interested if you see it, right? The scale's big, everything's happening, a lot of moving parts. Obviously, you're acting, but like, do you get kind of interested in going behind the camera as well when you work on a set like that? Like, do you ever think about directing and writing or producing?
Yeah, I mean, I actually some scenes when we were filming, I was off camera,
Mhm.
and I think I might have even been wrapped already.
Yeah.
But I would just go stand behind the screen with Ty a couple times, and just watch how he does it, and how he directs it and stuff, and I've done
Mhm.
that on other projects in the past too, where I do get interested and I sort of see how it all works, and it is cool. But I think I enjoy being an actor more.
100%. Last question here before we wrap up. You got to believe it's going to be in theaters via Wellgo USA August 30th. So people are going to get a chance to go see this in the theaters. We talked about it a little bit where it's got baseball in it. It's got heart. It's about family. Sometimes it's a film about baseball that has heart and family. Sometimes it's a film about heart and family that has baseball in it. You can go both ways. When they get a chance to watch this film, Seth, what are you hoping they'll get out of it, takeaway wise?
I hope they take away how it's sort of inspiring, right?
Yeah.
And just watching kids have fun playing baseball.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
August 30th in theaters. That's You Gotta Believe via Wellgo USA. Seth, really great chatting with you. Thanks so much for your time,
Yeah,
man.
you too. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You have an Instagram, right? If people want to keep up date with everything,
Yeah, I do.
it's just your full name, right?
Yep, just Seth Murchison. Yep.
Perfect. Well, this has been Pop Turnitive, youtube.com/Pop Turnitive for previous episodes. Until next time, it's Seth and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.